Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Facebook land and YouTube. We are here. Made it. Sorry, we're late. I had to rant. I had to get my energy straight. My lovely dear friends let me vent for a few minutes and get it all out so we could come together and paint today. So, Mychele, I'm going to let you lead us today and take us out and tell us about what we're doing, and then I will open circle if you want after everybody's introduced themselves.
I'm so excited. I get to be the boss lady today.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. Well, for my offering this month, I really wanted to do, this is actually a vision of mine from like 5-6 years ago. I had found, it was pretty exciting. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for us in the woohoo, oh my goodness, woo-woo, Archful Sisterhood, woohoo.
I know, I say woohoo all the time too.
And I was looking through some of my ideas. I don't know if the rest of you have something like this. And for anybody listening, if you don't, I highly recommend it. I keep all my ideas in a binder. I have a huge binder with loose leaf paper. And whenever I get ideas, because my brain goes faster than I can ever create. And so I write stuff down while I was going through. And I realized I had this idea years ago to do a series of mixed media girl paintings that were based on astrology, on the astrological houses, the sun signs. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect place. I'm going to do Aquarius. I'm going to do an Aquarius goddess this month. I think that would be so much fun because we're still in Aquarius, just we're towards the end of it, but it's still technically Aquarius right now.
And this whole year too, Mychele. I don't know if you know, but this entire year is the year of Aquarius.
Well, I know. Is anybody?
It's not just the year, right? Is it the century? Where
it's like the century. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Y'all know that song from the musical Hair?
Oh yeah.
Or is that
I love it.
So every time I hear Aquarius right now, I've got chills. I'm like, I'm ready to like burst out in song and dance with my jazz hands. Aquarius. Anyway,
I love it.
I can tell already. I've had a lot of coffee today and the energy's flowing, and I'm so excited to be with you, Julie and Tracy, to paint this, and everybody else who's joining us. So today what we have is the Aquarius goddess. Now, I purposefully did her just as black and white. I did not color her in because she really lends herself well to your artistic interpretation. So I personally today am going to be working all in blues mainly. I'm going to be doing like a blue skin tone and blue highlights, and as much as I can, I'm going to do most of it in blue. The shell, I may or may not, I'm still toying if I'm going to do this blue also, like have it be a total tonal where it's all in blues, or I might do that in browns. And then I'm going to pull some silver in because, I mean, we got to have some sort of metal in here.
Canvas is silver.
Look at that.
Cool.
Like I spray painted it.
Oh,
yeah,
how cool is that?
Idea.
Yeah.
That is a really good idea.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to have fun with this today. That is a little bit of the origin story of this. I don't know if I'll be doing more, but my 11-year-old saw this today and was right away. She's like, Mommy, you need to do Taurus next because she's a Taurus.
You do. Me too.
And I said,
you do need to do Taurus next.
You know, Pisces is next. And then Aries, she goes, oh, it's fine. You just do it however you want. I was like, oh, no. I will do Taurus next. So I'm going to do Taurus later on this week for her. But I'm excited to do.
Well, you better share the Taurus. Because
I will.
I need it too. The Taurus.
I mean, do I share it before April, May, or should I go ahead and hold it until April or May? Like, what do we do with that?
Now you're really messing with me because my Cancer moon is getting all sad.
Oh no. Well, and I'm a Cancer too, so maybe I need to do Taurus and Cancer. And then Pisces and Aries will just have to wait.
Oh,
you know?
You should, because I'm at Cancer sun and then Taurus rising.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So we're
Cancer sun.
No, wait, the Cancer and then sun, moon and rising is Taurus. Yeah.
So
I
we're
love it.
flip-flopped. I'm Taurus sun, Cancer moon. You're Cancer sun, Taurus moon. So you and I are complete flip-flopped.
Yeah.
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 And then, of
I
course,
love
I've got
it.
Leo as my rising, hence why the crazy artist and the loudmouth.
And the
I've been having a rough
fabulous
week. I
hair.
don't know. I haven't checked
and the
charts
crazy,
for
yeah,
this
the
week,
crazy
but-
mane.
Yes, there it is. Woohoo.
Here's the mane, the Leo.
I love it.
I was born on the cusp, though, like right on the cusp.
Oh.
Like the next day is Leo, so
Oh,
I have
wow.
some of those. Yeah,
Man, so we have a very close tie in our sun, moon, and risings. Crazy.
And then
Maybe
I'm just
that's
the
why
outlier.
this group is so cool. So
Right.
you better come and join us. Like, come
We've
join
got
the
a
cool
lot
kids.
of Cancer. We've got a lot of Cancer
We
in
got
here
a
too,
lot of
because I've
Cancer.
got Cancer sun. So I mean, y'all, once you come in, we're keeping you. This is
We
just how
are.
Cancers roll.
You're
We're going to
ours.
offer you a cup of tea in front of the fireplace, and you know, we're going to have you right. Where's mine? Mine's right here. Got it right
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
With my family on, because you know, Cancers love their families. So come be part of our family, and we will love on you also. It'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have a party that lasts a millennium.
Yay.
Millennium.
Millennium.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
whatever, it'll last a really long time.
Eternity.
Now, if that doesn't scare you away, I don't know what will. You all are stuck with us for an eternity.
We sound
You're
like
so
the lady
funny.
who's going to break their legs to keep them. What's that crazy
Like
movie?
arsenic and old lace. Oh, and then we cackle. We're cackling here.
I'm like, oh no, it's terrible. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We scared our
So-
viewers away.
Why are we coming together again? Right, we're painting.
We're painting.
we're painting.
We are painting. At least we think we are.
Clearly, we've been
tried.
in the studio a lot, inhaling a lot of the paint fumes. You know, it's been that kind of day.
I guess.
It's been that kind of week.
Oh, yeah. Months, year.
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah.
like a friend's
I
intro.
mean,
All right. So, Mychele, tell us about your studio. What are you up to?
yes,
Introduce
thank you.
yourself.
Great way to get us back on track, Tracy.
And I'm
that
trying.
was really nice, very smooth, and I know it's not easy to wrangle this bunch. You know, as Cancers, we're all crabs going sideways and all over here. We're not, you know, we don't do that
I
linear
can't
path
wrangle
well.
myself.
So I'm with Inner Journey Studios. You can find me on Facebook under that, and Instagram also. And I teach busy women how to prioritize self-care through art journaling and mixed media.
And she does a great job. You need to go check out the journaling.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh,
I
so
love
pretty.
you.
I
Thank
have been
you.
like Facebook stalking. It's
Well, I love it.
beautiful.
Thank you. I love doing the art journaling because even I get a lot of fine artists and professional artists that come into my classes, because what they find is that with the art journaling, it gives you a space that you can play as an artist, because sometimes when we're doing art professionally, or we've been trained in a certain way in an art school or a certain way of doing it, there's these very rigid rules, and which is good because it creates artists who are phenomenal. But as you develop as an artist, sometimes artists want that sense of play again.
Yeah,
And
we
you
get too
can't always
serious
get
on
that.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the art journaling gives you a place that you can just do whatever you want. You can use any medium, any kind of ephemera, anything you want to just play. And you can work out ideas in that then you can take into your studio for other work that you're doing. So it really creates a fun space for self-exploration as well as artistic exploration.
Absolutely.
It's just fun. I just like playing. It's like recess
fun.
time all day long over here.
Yeah. And then check out everybody's guides too, because we have our offerings and our studio stuff. If you can't find something, it's all in the guides. And then every week the traces are also in there too. So if you come across this on the replay, definitely go check in the guides. You'll find the tracer for this, and you can watch along and play along with us. And if you catch the weekly updates, we normally always post a couple days. We're trying to get better and post like a week or two ahead, but at the moment we're about 3 days ahead of when we're going to paint. You know what we're painting. So, but that gives you time to grab a couple things and kind of see. But yeah, just come and create with us. Even if you're creating something completely different, just come and banter with us. Like, it doesn't matter. We want to welcome you and bring you into our little circle and come and create art and magic around the coffee table with us, or the kitchen table, or I'm on a little card table, my little card table art studio. You don't have to have a fancy space. Just a couple of art supplies. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
So Tracy,
Julie,
do we want to introduce? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to ask,
yourself.
if we were introducing around.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're next.
Me?
Spotlight.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Julie Watercutty with the Enchanted Canvas Studio. You can find me on Facebook, the Enchanted Canvas Quincy. Quincy is the town that I live in. So it was just easier for people to find me if I added that on there. My website's the Enchanted Canvas, and I teach paint parties to everybody. And I'm also a graphic designer, so I do a lot of SVG files for wood cutting. And I cut my own wood. I have a laser and ship out wood cutting supplies for other studios and people that would love to do take-home kits. And then I do virtual classes for those. And basically, I teach you guys how to bring out your inner artist, your whimsical side, so that you can just sit down and paint and have fun and relax and just get through the day, have some time for yourself to decompress, whether it's kids or job or anything, and just take some time for you and just have some fun in it. So that's what
absolutely. Thank you. And I am Tracy Abbey from the Cat's Whiskers Mobile Art Studio, and I am in Lodi, California, in a little town called Woodbridge, wine country. And I do in-person paint parties within the Sacramento, Northern California area. And I do virtual online paint parties, as well as I have an online witchy membership in which you can get to do more art and ritual together. And we follow the wheel of the year in cycles. So if you're interested in booking a party, whether it's in person or whether it's virtually online with your friends, I provide all the entertainment and the fun and the crazy and the witchy and the magic, and you get to create a little masterpiece, that keepsake that you can keep forever. And we get to have that little 2 hours together of time in which you can just let go of everything and not think about it, because definitely there is healing in art. So that's me.
I love that.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Yeah, all over under either Ask Tracy Abbey or the Cat's Whiskers. So,
and I just want to interject here. I love that you do that intentionality each month in your membership and in your group to really give us space, because I think we all need that at different times. Life moves fast with kids, with family, with careers, with businesses, with art, with like all the things. Life just moves fast, and we blink and like 5 years have gone by.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, how did we get to here? Like, I don't even remember getting here, because we're so focused on the day to day that we sometimes forget to actually put intention into where we're going and what we're doing. And I love that through your membership, through your rituals, you create that for others as a safe place to just kind of come and breathe, so that we can move forward in our days and our years and months and all of that. It's really amazing.
I need it as much as my members need it. Like, today was one of those days that I need to hear that and be reminded that, it's the big picture. Like, what's happening right now is only just right now. It's not the whole thing. So this time in art and being creative and being able to do something and just stop the mind racing is just so crucial to all of us. I love this, and I love the time we get to spend together. It's like my favorite time of the whole week. So I hope you all have just as much fun joining us ladies doing our crazy and our art and our witchy and our woohoo and our magical things and experimenting with our art. This is going to be so fun today because this is a total experiment. But before we start, I brought a little Aquarius with us. I have this gorgeous shell that I actually got out of the ocean myself. This has traveled with me from Africa. I vacationed in a little island off of South Africa called Mauritius, which is like the big island off of South Africa is Madagascar, but there's a tiny little island between Madagascar and South Africa called Mauritius. And this came right out the ocean. There was no creature in it. You can see the creature had already passed on. You can tell that like the stain marks of where the creature had died in there and left its shell behind. And so on the beach there, you know how here like just tiny little shells show up. Well, big shells show up in Mauritius because I guess it's got all of that Bahama, like the storms and stuff like that, you know. So you can see it's not perfect. It's got some wear on it. This creature lived a long time. It wore down its points, even like pushing through the ocean. So it traveled with me. I think I must have been about 15 or 16 when I went to Mauritius. And I'm not going to tell you how old I am right now, but it's definitely not 15 or 16. So it's been quite a few years. And if you listened to me last week, you know I've been in America for 21 years, and it sure as heck a lot longer than that. So I'm not 21 either. But so we're going to have this here for our ritual today, and we're going to get Aquarius energy off of this and ocean energy.
Love that.
And I have my candle ready to light for our ritual. And if I can get it lit up. So we're going to ground ourselves. I'm going to light this candle with little lights. There we are. Open circle, calling in our ancestors. Those that would like to be here, especially the ocean and Aquarian and beings that are like Odin, the energy. Oh, I think, as I said, Odin, like it went. Who else is Poseidon? Yep, that's flickering some more. So our candle has definitely got some. It's feeling this Aquarian energy. And these, what do we want to call them? Some people will, call them in their path. They will be gods and goddesses to them. In my personal path, they are honored but not worshipped. But each to their own in their path. If they're one of your deities that you worship, I honor and respect that. And hope that you honor and respect my path in seeing them as someone to honor, but not as somebody to worship. So my little 10 cents there. I call them in, and I call our personal guides in, and to help us to put this beautiful Aquarian energy into this piece of art today, that this will bring us that much needed, I feel it already, that much needed peace and flow that water can give us. Water can have a very corrosive energy too, as you know, how waterfalls and water has pushed through, like the Grand Canyon basically was created through water flowing through and carving the rock. So water can be corrosive and destructive in tsunamis and hurricanes and storms, but there's also the other side of water that is very flowing and calming and peaceful and brings us that grounding and that tranquility. So I ask for that to be the energy that comes in today. Where there does need to be water washing away any negativity, let it do that with force. Where we need water to, and our candle went crazy when we said that. So maybe, yeah, I know I need that. So I thank the energy for that. But anybody who's watching, if you need that too, if there is something that is deep on your heart or deep on your mind, or something that really needs to be cleansed out and washed away, we invite that in today to be cleansed and washed. Otherwise, we are asking for the tranquility of water and the peace of water, like watching a koi pond, like my pond I have outside, the feelings that come with that. So circle is open. If you'll take some deep breaths with me, we'll ground ourselves and get our energy ready to paint. So take a deep breath in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Thank you all for being here today. I am ready, Mychele. I hope everybody else is ready for your
Let's
beautiful
do this.
instructions.
Let's see. How does that look? Is that good for viewing? Let's see. I guess that's
Yeah.
the same. It doesn't matter how I do it, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
seems really
So
good.
we're good? That's
Yeah,
good?
and
Okay.
I'm going to leave my face out and just have can you still hear me?
I can.
Yep.
Can you all hear me? We're all good?
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. All right,
Okay.
good.
So I've just got a
Okay.
plate full of blue here. I've got this teal color blue that's going to be my main color. And then I'll be mixing it with whites and blacks, or using, like, I've got some nice bright blue that I might add in. So use whatever you have on hand. I'm going to go ahead and start with my girl and then do my background last. Now you can do this however you want. I'm doing this because I'm not really sure exactly how this is going to come out color-wise, so I don't know yet if I want this light or dark in the background. So I want to start with her hair, and I know that I want to go straight up with some of this, the straight up blue teal color, but I want to add just a little bit of a white in with that also. Now, the idea here is that this is water flowing, so her hair is actually water coming down. So with that idea, I just want to kind of create waves going down. Now, in full disclosure, I am not a portraitist. Is that the right word? What would that be? I'm not somebody who does portraits or realistic. This is going to be really whimsical. So feel free to just have fun with it and not worry that she has to look a certain way. She doesn't have to be realistic looking. She is your goddess, your Lady Aquarius.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she can be however you want her to be. I'm just kind of creating with my brush, I'm creating this feel of waves going in. And then when it's all dry, I'll go back through with either a paint marker or a really thin brush with some dark blue or maybe light blue, depending. And then I'll add some details to give like this feel of independent hair. But right now, I just want to get a base down for her hair. I hope that makes sense.
It does. I'm putting a whole bunch of different blues so I can get inspired.
Perfect.
Looks
Yes.
cool.
I'm getting a palette here of different blues. I don't know if
I
you can
love
see.
it.
Just because I need a little more, I don't know.
I went rogue, you guys. It started on the face.
No, I think that, and that's what I love about this. I'm sharing the process as I'm going through it right now, but she really is created in a way that she lends herself really well, just like an Aquarius personality does, to be unique and to be her own person. And for you to be the unique artist you are, to create her in the way that you feel inspired to. So if you want to start with the background, start with the background. If you want to start with her hair like I am, start with her hair. If you want to do her face or her dress, it really doesn't matter. She will tell you what she wants because that's
She
sort
did
of,
tell me.
I was
Literally
going to
was
say,
like, start with the face.
mm-hmm. And
I love that.
tell me, is that not a little bit of the Aquarius personality?
Oh yeah,
You
that's for
know?
sure. She knows what she wants.
Yep,
Yeah.
She
Aquarians are
knows what she
strong
wants.
and they're original and they kind of go through life their own way, you know?
Yeah.
They beat their own drum.
They really do.
My boyfriend is an Aquarius.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you definitely
so you
can
got
speak to
first-hand
that then, I
experience
Oh
with
bet.
no, no.
this.
Yeah.
So I'm just having fun, just kind of creating some waves here with her hair.
Super fun. I love this one because it's like going to be all flowy. I love that.
Yeah, when I was making her, she was definitely very clear that she was strong but wanted a little bit of flow going on. Now I'm
Nice.
putting a little bit of this detail of this piece of hair coming down. You may or may not be able to see it's a little wonka doodle on the end. Again, I don't worry about that because I know at the end I'm going to do some detail work. I'm going to pull it in a little bit. So it doesn't have to be exact right here. It's okay when you're making yours. If you've got, lines that are sort of doing their own thing, we'll have time later to pull them in. So let that be whatever it needs to be for you. I think I might be the only artist who will point out everything that I'm doing that's not perfect so that you can see it's okay. Like,
You're
it's
so
okay
funny.
to do it. I'm like, oh, it's going to be all messed up, and that's okay. All right, so I want her hair to dry a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start on her dress. Now, I purposefully chose on this. You can add more definition here if you want to show specific where her arms are or breasts or anything. You are welcome to add to this. I really wanted the feeling that she was emerging out of water, so I just did like the neckline like a wave, and this is all going to just blend in together here. So for this one, I really want to use a little darker blue, and I'm just going to use this one right out of the bottle. Probably add a little of that teal to it. One of the things I love about doing a piece like this, and you ladies can let me know your thoughts on this as artists yourself. I love working on something like this where I can just play around a little bit with my colors. So like
yeah.
I was going to do the blue right out of the bottle, and then I thought, well, what happens if I put a little of that teal in with my dark blue? And
for sure.
and I can do that because this is a piece just for me. This is a spiritual piece, and I'm kind of letting the spirit of this girl, the spirit of Aquarius, the spirit of the moment of our energy together, guide it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have to be honest with you.
uh-oh.
As a fine artist in my previous expression of life, because I can't call myself one now because I have not done any commissioned pieces and I haven't created any pieces to even sell in that way for like, I don't know, eons at this point. Not to say that I don't want to, because I actually am starting to feel the right energy coming back again. I got burnt out on it for the very reason of what I was saying I'm going to be honest with you about. So anything like this freaks me out. I have no plan. I have no idea. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. And you know what? It is so out of my comfort zone. I absolutely frigging love it.
Oh, good.
Like,
I was a little
Good.
it was like
concerned. I'm like,
last week.
oh my gosh,
No,
Tracy, I'm
it
so
was like last
sorry.
week when with the cat and the flowers. Like I felt like a kindergartner learning how to paint for the first time, or
Your
just
flowers
like,
were so good.
they
Though.
are
Oh
so.
my gosh,
I love
weren't they
gosh.
amazing?
I want to make a whole painting with flowers like that now because it's just I was able to be so free and just have so much fun, and
Look,
I
Tracy.
wouldn't do that.
Just start
for
having
myself.
fun.
Look at that. Do you see? Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
All I
Just
did is
look at
threw
that.
colors together and started merging them.
Wow.
I'm going to
You see?
challenge. Okay, let's challenge everyone to, even if it's one flower on a canvas, do it. Do it. Post it. Show it.
I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes,
do it.
yes,
I'm gonna do
yes.
it. See, I just don't. I'm
have
not
fun, you
whimsical. I'm not. I'm not fun. I mean, my boyfriend and my kids tell me this all the time, but not for such nice reasons. But they're like, fun, because they're all fun and I'm not. And it's like I'm just so serious all the time. I guess the Taurus and everything is like got to be right and in its place and just so, and it's exhausting. I'm sure it's exhausting to them too, because they're all fire signs and free and crazy, and I'm like so serious and organized and yeah. So I'm sure as much as they make me nuts, I probably make them equally as nuts in my needing my calm and quiet and all the rest of it. So I kind of feel bad. And you ladies know because I was venting about it, but I'm like, shoot, like maybe.
I have a lot to say on this, even though you haven't asked. I'm still going to give my 2 cents on it.
Good.
So, as somebody who tends to have a little bit of a chaotic energy herself, that would be me. I really appreciate, beyond what I can tell you, the Tauruses in my life and the other signs that are more grounded and more stable, that really help to bring me down to earth a little bit, as long as y'all aren't smothering me too much, because then we're going to have words. But I really appreciate, because left to my own devices, I am floating around in space, and getting nothing done. So like having you here going, hey, how's your design coming? Hey, creating the stable environment that then I can create and have fun. And I'm like, oh my God, I love Tracy so much. So that's my first thing on that. And I would also like to say, so with that idea, just to say that even though you have a lot of fire, chaotic energy in your family right now with your husband and your kids, or your partner and your kids, they need you more than what you probably realize. And they need you more than they might even realize. They might not even understand that. But imagine what their life would be like if they didn't have Mama Tracy
crazy.
there.
I have no idea what they would be like. They're wild.
Oh, I do. I have a really good idea. So I would just like to say, you are amazing, Tracy.
Yeah,
seriously,
they do need you. And not only that, they picked you. And if you guys look at your charts, it'll show you right there. You can look in your charts and it's like, oh yeah, because they picked you. You picked your mom, your family for some reason, and they picked you, and it's so crazy.
Oh, I can see why I picked them, because I need to have fun. Just as like coming into this where like I'm like, oh my gosh. But no, I need to have fun. I need to like let my hair down, and and that's what my family brings me, is the crazy and the fun that I would never have on my own. I'd be too damn serious, and I'd be in my books, and I'd be like, I don't know, like the librarian kind of personality.
Yeah, just like me. My guy, he's so organized and all of that and pragmatic, and I just am not. I am like the total going through the water artist. Everything's a mess. Blah, 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 it's just, that's why we're together, and we just jive so well, and he brings the stability in my life that I need.
I wonder how many Taurus artists there actually are, because we are such a like, I don't want to say staid sign, but like such an earthy, grounded sign. I wonder how many there really are, because how many of us allow ourselves to actually create or anything like that? I wonder if we don't smother that.
You've got that, and I've got the Cancer then with the Taurus. So it's like, I do ground myself. It takes me a while, it's just weird.
Yeah. And for me, I'm always grounded. unless
Yeah.
their energy has like got me off track, like today where I was just like, oh my gosh, like I can't even, like I'm like everywhere instead of grounded. So I was so glad to do our opening ritual and feel, oh yes,
But I
I'm
get
in
you
my
with
space.
needing that space,
Man,
because
I did.
I need a lot of alone
Oh.
time. I do. I need a lot of alone time, and
I do, but I
you know.
don't get it. So I need
It's
to.
hard when you have families to
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably need to be more vocal about my needs and just, you know, ask for that. But then I miss them, and then I don't want to be away from them, and I don't want to miss out on any of the fun. You know, there's the Leo.
It's hard, right?
Lordy.
It's like, leave me alone, except I really want to be with you.
Exactly.
Right, like just sit over there, don't talk, but we can hang out.
Yeah. Just be quiet. Just be quiet for a minute.
All right,
Yeah.
I want to share this with you because the question was asked. So
Okay.
I had thought this was true, and I was right on it. Salvador Dali, born May 11th.
Oh,
Taurus.
you see?
Mhm.
There was. That makes
Jay,
sense.
and he was way out there with his art,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he
His
also was
art
very
was
structured with
crazy.
it, and he had a fine art background as well. Very, very
Yeah.
structured. JMW Turner
Oh,
was
yes,
born the
Turner.
end of
Okay.
April. Romanticist landscape painter.
Yeah. I love
Uh,
Turner's stuff. Oh my gosh, I do.
Miro was born the
Oh.
end of April. Eugene Delacroix, also a painter,
Oh,
born the end of April.
Delacroix. Oh, I love Delacroix. I love the
Yeah.
Impressionists. They're like,
Oh, here you go. Rossetti, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, born May 12th.
Wow. So there's a lot of us.
Jasper Johns, Tagore. Is it Tagore? Or he's a poet. I'm not familiar with him.
Maybe that's because we have to
George
fight
Brock.
our inner critic. We have to fight out of our like pragmatism and like art is the way to, you know, get out of that.
Yep.
We're probably drawn to the chaos of art because we are so stilled in so many other aspects.
And the list goes on and on. I'm looking at a list here that has, well, there's at least 25.
So interesting.
So yeah,
Thank
there
you.
are quite a few. You're welcome. Doesn't that feel
That
good?
is
Don't
so
you feel better?
I do feel so much better.
And just to share my process right now, I'm just using for anybody who is painting along, and then we'll go back to our convo. I'm just painting a really light, like almost white blue color as a base for my girl's skin tone.
Okay.
And then I'll use some darker blues to do a little bit of light shadowing and highlighting. I'm not really a portrait painter. I don't have the patience to do these amazing, beautiful portraits, but I'll add a little bit of shading, a little bit of highlighting just to pretend like I know what I'm doing. So I'm not really a portrait artist. I just pretend to be. I just act like one on StreamYard.
That's hilarious.
I just play one on StreamYard.
I just play one here.
Well, we appreciate it. So this is oh my gosh.
So
so
if anybody
fun.
is out there going, oh my gosh, I can't draw, I can't paint a painting, I don't know how to do all that, it's okay. We're not
we can't
we're
either.
not going all in. Yeah, we can't either. We're just, remember, this is not realism that we're making. Woo! This is just a feeling. We're painting a feeling. We're painting something that connects us with our spiritual self, that connects us with you know, the zodiac. Even if Aquarius isn't yours, it can connect you with the energy of Aquarius, which, you know, Aquariuses are known for being a little bit rebellious. They kind of definitely go to the beat of their own drum. They're very confident, spontaneous. They kind of just have their own way of doing life. And I think that that's not a bad thing for any of us, no matter what our sign, to kind of tap into sometimes, especially as artists, you know, and especially doing one like this, like, Julie was saying, she's like, nope, I've got to do her face first. She wanted her face done first. My Aquarius was like, nope, I want my hair done first. She must have Leo somewhere in her sign, mine.
Yeah, mine
She's
mine
like,
has got the
do my
crazy
hair.
Leo hair going right now.
She does. She's got quite the mane going on. So she's
Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh,
she's
does.
got
That is
something. She's got
amazing.
some Leo somewhere.
She must. She has got, I love the hair on her. She's got a little bit of a Medusa feeling going on there.
Yeah, she's impressive.
Gorgeous. I love it.
It just went wherever it was supposed to go, ladies. She's taking over. It's funny.
So yeah,
I didn't even think about that. I'm like, yeah, there it is.
For anybody painting along with us right now, just remember yours doesn't have to look like mine or Julie's or Tracy's. You can see that we're all painting the same thing. We all have the same tracer, and they are all completely different.
So there's
And
this
that is
beautiful saying that because I just pulled up some Aquarius stuff to like share with everybody, and there's this beautiful saying that talks about the Aquarius girl knows more than she says, thinks more than she speaks, and notices more than you realize. And I think that just speaks into this Aquarius era that we're in as well, is to remind us to like be still sometimes and just take note of our energy, take note of our surroundings, take note of how doing certain things makes us feel. And if it doesn't feel good, stop it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't feel good, find something that does. Like life is so stressful and so crazy. Like, that's why I just love art and I love creating like this, and I love moments like this and our woo-woo sisterhood group just so much, because for that hour or two once a week we come in this beautiful energy and we just create some magic. And I feel so healed and refreshed and revived, and it's just, yeah, I can go about, like, I'm always in such a good mood on Thursdays. It's like, my whole family notices, like, even though I feel rushed and haggard and I'm like trying to get my hair done and get my makeup done and get my desk organized and print the thing and get the marketing out. And, it's like a million things. But when it just comes down to it and I sit down for this time together, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so my favorite time. It really is. It's just,
oh my gosh, Julie, yours looks amazing. I'm looking at yours right now.
No, I love it.
Julie clearly knows how to do the faces. Check that out.
I
what
don't.
Julie's doing.
I don't. I've only done a few faces. I just
Really?
kind of winged it.
Oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
I always tell everybody at my class, I'm like you guys say, it doesn't have to be what the other person's doing.
Exactly.
And I just kind of get in there. I'm an overthinker every day in life, guys. Like, I have that brain that just overthinks everything. But when it comes to sitting down with art, I just don't. I just start whipping it on there, and I'm like, well, if it doesn't work, I can just paint over it, So
and that's
I just
why I'm here. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm with you, ladies, because I overthink everything, like including my arts, because I was classically trained and I just hear my art teacher's voice like so many times. And I'm like doing these whimsy things and these fun things. It just, man, that feeling of just being free for that
Am I bringing out the whimsical artist in you?
Oh, you guys
I
are.
love it.
It's like, it's so great. I'm like, yes.
just have fun. Just, it's it should be one of those things where it's like so freeing to sit down and just do something for yourself. I love it.
This is so great.
Yeah,
one of the things
I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have fun with this one this week.
It's one of the things I love about painting with both of you is that every week I'm not painting just stuff that I would personally pick out or what I would personally do,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
painting something that you all have picked out that you're excited about. And there's a
Yes.
good chance it's something that I probably wouldn't have done left to my own device. And I think that
Absolutely. Yeah.
just makes all of us better artists as it pushes us out of our comfort zones and gets us to try things that we might not have done otherwise, you know?
Yeah. I
Yes,
never,
totally.
ever would have ever, like, I think this is my very first portrait ever, if I'm really honest, because I won't paint faces because I'm not good at it. And I have this thing in life, I guess somebody somewhere along the time, I feel like I'm going to cry saying this. Somebody said
Aw.
to me one time, the words were, if you can't do it right, and you can't, like, and to me, right translated as perfect, then don't do it at all.
Mhm.
And I've
And
Yeah,
taken
how do
that
you get
so
better
to
if you
heart.
don't do it, you
I've
know?
taken that so to heart in life. Like, I will not play sport because I'm not good at it and I don't want to lose.
Mm.
And if you're not winning and you're not number one, then you're nothing. And so I refused to play sport. I refused to do any kind of games where it was like a group game and other people were relying on me because I didn't want to let them down because I couldn't do it. Oh my gosh, there is so much I've probably missed out on in life thinking about this and saying this now. Like, and now here I am, like, I will spill the beans, I guess, in my late 40s, and I am creating freely for the first time and just letting it be.
Yeah, it's healing.
Oh my
It
gosh, it
really
is
is.
so healing. Because I really would not have done this. I would not have done this on my own. I would never have experienced this experience.
Well, I'm glad you are. I'm glad the whole
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, this is so cool. Thank you, girls. Thank you,
Yay.
Mychele, for your
Well, and
beautiful
I think when
design.
I love this
we
painting. I'm like, oh yeah.
I want to paint like more. Like,
I feel like when we support each other like this, it just makes all of us better artists, right? You know,
absolutely.
better people, better artists, and we're able to explore, like what you're saying, Tracy, we're able to explore parts of our artistic self that we might not have before.
Yes.
And, you know, we might have been missing out.
Oh, I know for sure. Like, I've definitely missed out. Like, man, yeah, probably on so many opportunities to just try something and not be perfect at it. And it's okay.
Absolutely. I always say you're not going to fail unless you don't try, you know?
Yeah,
That's true.
for sure. That's the only way to fail, right? Is just don't even try.
And you don't know what you're good at until you do it. You know, you might do something and be like, oh my God, I rocked that. What?
That
Like
was
those flowers. You're like,
amazing.
what?
I know, like the flowers, and I feel like I'm rocking this portrait if I could get her nose to come together, but I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of black line magic in there because
The noses are so hard.
I've got the shadow right, but her nose like ran away from me in there somewhere. Because you guys, well, I think Mychele's painting small too. I think I am on a little like 8x10 canvas, which is probably not a great idea for a whimsical portrait. Like, I probably should have taken the bigger route canvas because
I'm on a 9x12, I think. I'm not much bigger than you. Mine's
yeah,
pretty
I think
small.
it makes it harder to because the features are so little, so you have to be like more intricate when you do that to yourself and are in like a tiny little canvas. So I'm like, oh, I might have made my life harder than it needed to be.
But again, that's one of the
Yeah.
nice things about our Thursday sessions is, I mean, I can't speak for either of you, but I feel we're all on the same page. I'm not really
Absolutely.
making anything for anybody else.
Nope, this
This
is for
is my
me.
time to play a little bit and
Right.
to get out of my comfort zone a little bit
Yep.
as an artist and to try things I might not have or to experiment. Like today, I was like, I really want to try blue skin. Like, I want to see what I can do if I'm just working with shades and values and, hues and stuff of blue instead of trying to do an actual skin tone. Like, what does that do?
Yeah.
And
Right.
I know that it's okay to do that. I know that,
I'm
it's
so
all
glad
right
you
because
did, because I've never done that
I'm
either,
just
and I'm loving this.
experimenting.
Like,
I'm just trying
oh my
it,
gosh.
and that's how we grow as artists. I hope anybody who's with us right now, I hope the one thing you take away is that as artists, the way that we grow is by pushing ourselves to try something new and not worrying. Like, I fully know that when I get done, I might look at this and go, oh my God, this is crap. And
That's
I mean,
okay.
hopefully it won't. I'm hoping I look at it and go, oh my gosh, you turned out better than I thought. But I'm also okay if she doesn't. Like, I have released the outcome, like
Be right
what
back.
this looks like. I'm not really worried about the outcome. I'm enjoying the process. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying playing with my colors. I'm enjoying chatting with both of you while we do it. I'm enjoying just the process of playing a little bit. I feel kind of like a kid,
Yeah.
Like,
That's how
I'm
I
like, well,
feel
let me just
too.
see
This
what I
is
do.
so much fun.
Yeah,
Like,
let me just
gosh,
see how
like,
this works.
I'm like
And
loving
in the
this. Like, look at
process,
this.
I'm
Like,
looking, I'm
it's like,
going,
oh
not
my
too bad.
gosh. Like,
Yeah.
like, it is
Oh,
so,
Tracy,
yeah.
yours looks really cool.
I'm just loving it. I'm like,
Yeah,
man, it
it's
like,
fun.
wow. I would never have, never in a million years, but I love it. I love it, love
And
it, love it.
the other thought that I had while we were doing this, we were talking about water. You were talking about water earlier when you were opening the circle, Tracy,
Yeah.
and you were talking about like water can destroy or it can cleanse, like both are true. There's
Yeah.
the hard and the soft. The other side of water that I thought of right away for what we're doing as artists is water also, when you are consistent with it, when you let it flow, just flow, doing what it needs to do, it very slowly starts to form everything around it to go with it, in the sense like rocks
Yeah.
start to chip away or they get smooth, the rough edges come off,
Yeah. Just like
like
I was
everything
saying
kind of
with the
evolves.
shell.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
exactly.
like the rough
And
edges have worn off on this shell. Like, and it's
exactly.
smooth. It's not sharp. Like all that. So this was an old, creature. Yeah. And the water did this.
And what I love about that
Yeah.
as artists is, again, I think we often have this idea that we have to get it right the first time out. We've heard that, like what you were saying. I remember hearing growing up, if you're going to do it right the first time or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
That was the message I got a lot growing up.
Yeah.
And so that kind of creates this environment where we're afraid to try, and oh, if I'm not good at art right away, I'm not really an artist. I mean, that's what I grew up
Oh
in middle
yeah.
school. I had my experience where my art was not good. I could not make the apple and the orange and the still life fruit. Mine did not look good. It was really off. And
Aw.
so I failed the class. I mean, I actually got an F on my assignment from my art teacher,
Oh
and
no.
was basically at that point was told, I'm not an artist. You're not good at this. You're not an artist. And
Wow.
I did not start doing art until, like, art like this. Have any of you ever done the
Done the what? What happened? Did we lose you, Mychele?
artist?
Oh, we lost Mychele. Mychele, we lost you for a second.
Oh
You
no. Am I
said
back?
done the, yeah.
Can you
You
hear me
said
now?
done
Okay.
the, and then it stopped. You said, have any of
Okay.
you done the, and
The Artist Way with Julia Cameron.
I
Are you
have
familiar
not,
with that book?
no.
Oh, check
I,
that book out if you haven't yet. It is
okay,
life-changing as an artist of any kind.
okay.
Writer, painter, musician, any kind of artist. But she talks about shadow artists and this idea that sometimes we live in the shadows. We're afraid to step out to
Oh,
claim our role as an artist. So we find roles that allow us to be part of the artistic world, but
oh,
we don't really feel like we can be artists ourselves. At least that's my interpretation. It's been a while since I've read her book, so I might be off on that. But it's that idea that, for years, I personally was not I worked in a lot of artistic fields, and I was an artist in other ways, but not a painter drawing, which I had always wanted to do. And it wasn't until I was I was probably about 41 or 42 when I took my first art class online, and it truly changed my life. Like,
Oh,
for
wow.
real, changed my life. So talking about ages, Tracy, don't even fret it. Not that you were, but I will openly admit, I don't know actually how old I am. I'm either 52 or 53, but I can't remember. I think I'm 52, but
I get to
don't.
be younger this year because I thought
lucky
the whole
you.
year, I thought I was turning 48 this year, but I'm not. So I'm turning a year younger this year.
See, how
I'm
awesome
like, oh,
is
I love not
that?
knowing how old I am.
I
It's
mean,
magical.
not being good with math pays off sometimes.
I
Right?
don't know if it's so much not being good with math or being delusional about my age, but it works.
Whatever works.
Whatever, it worked. It worked because I didn't fret about my age, and now I'm getting a year younger.
I love it.
I'm
So
good
that
with
was
it.
my art story, y'all. That's it.
Oh, it's
In
so,
case that inspires anybody or anybody else can relate.
I really hope it does inspire, because I mean, so many of us have those stories of, where we somehow have gotten into our heads that when we can't create, that only artists create, and when you have to be a professional artist to create, or we want to create and actually sell our work or create work that people admire, and so but we've convinced ourselves that we aren't artist enough or good enough to do that, and it's just not true. It's not true. If you are creating art, you are an artist.
Absolutely,
You are
100%.
creating something with your own hands, you are an artist. Doesn't matter who receives it or how they receive it, you are an artist. We give you permission today to call yourself an artist.
Absolutely. If you need permission, you have it.
You got it. You got it.
I love it.
Why does her nose keep doing that to me? I'm like, stop it already. Keeps getting a piggy nose.
Oh my gosh,
stop with
that's
the piggy
hilarious.
nose. I'm like, stop with the piggy nose already. Like, why do you keep doing that? You don't want a piggy nose. I know you don't. So stop it. Why would you want a piggy nose? What's wrong with you, girl? It's like determined to have a piggy nose right now. Stop. Whoops, that was a bit much green. I only need a blob. My girl wants green eyes, apparently. I don't know why.
Ooh, nice.
Like, why does she want green eyes with all this blue? But maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Ooh, that's, yeah. She did. She did. Oh, wow. Look at that. Girl, have you looked over to the side over there and checked what Julie's up to?
Oh my God, Julie! No wonder she was so quiet over there.
Oh, my kid just came home and he was excited.
Oh my gosh!
I had to go upstairs for a minute.
Oh, we were so enthralled in our own stuff. We didn't notice you
talking
leave.
about us.
I was like, I gotta go up there for just a second.
Don't you?
We ended up getting an axolotl and I put him in the tank and surprised him with it when he got home. So he's freaking out.
Oh wow, my
Oh,
daughter
cool.
would
Happy
freak
birthday
out.
to your son.
Happy birthday.
Yes, it's his birthday's in March, but he got it early. So yeah.
That's because
My
mommy
daughter
was just
loves
excited.
axolotls.
Yeah.
Now that you
And it's
showed
our
it to
first
me,
day,
I
so I'm
want
scared.
one.
I don't want it to like be stressed out, you know, and like something happened, like I accidentally kill it or something. So while I'm up there freaking out, I was like, it hasn't moved in a little bit, you know.
That's funny.
I know. So, but I think it's okay. He's up there feeding it. He was like, oh my God, you know. Like,
Can I be honest with y'all for a minute and share my ignorance?
Yeah.
I actually, the first time my daughter was talking about axolotls, because she is totally in love with them, I thought she was joking with me. Like, I was like, that thing is not, that's like a Pokemon. I was like, that's not a real thing. I was sure it was something totally fake.
Yeah, I
And
thought it
'cause
was
it
like
just-
a
I was
TikTok
like,
joke.
Yes,
really
I did
did.
too.
I thought it was like
She's
some
like,
sort of
no,
TikTok joke.
Mom, it's not. I was like, it is. I don't even want to hear it. You know, I'm like, don't. That's not real. You guys are like trying to make me look dumb.
No,
Yeah, I had to
No,
look
it
it
turns
up
out
and
I made myself
everything.
look dumb.
no, they're real. Ours.
I had to look it up, and I was all like, "No, stop with your nonsense, people! Like, this is not even funny. I don't want to hear your nonsense." Yeah, I had the same feeling. I was like, "No, you people are just joking around with me. There's nothing so cute in the world as that. Never."
Yeah,
Now
it
I
looks
want
like
one
a
too.
Pokemon. I know, right?
Oh, he does. He
Oh,
definitely
sorry,
looks
guys,
like a
let me-
Pokemon.
There we go.
Definitely looks like a Pokemon.
He does. It's cute. We got the pink one. It's a
Oh, you did?
Aw.
and we named him Bubblegum. That's what my son wanted to name.
You're gonna
Oh,
have to share it with us. Oops, gosh, my silly alarm.
what
Did I
kind of, how do you
lose
take
you
care
all?
of them? Nope, we're still here.
Okay, good. Are you there still? Hang on, my volume disappeared.
I'm here. Can you hear me, Julie?
Okay, I can hear you. I can't hear Julie.
Oh, I can't hear Julie either, but you can hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Julie, we can't hear you.
I
I
can
think she's
see
trying
her.
to. I know, I can see her talking, but I can't, like, hear her. I know. I thought it was my
I love doing lives because honestly,
silly
we just
phone.
never know what's going to happen.
Nope, you don't. And at least when I'm doing lives with like you ladies, and it's not just me, then I'm not as like freaked out when stuff like this, like there's no volume. Oh, okay. Oh well.
Yeah,
We'll figure it
I've
out.
done so many lives over the
Yeah.
years now that I just
Oh
like
yeah.
I just don't even worry about it anymore because
It just goes with the flow.
there's
Oh,
always something.
hang on. She might be in the
Can you hear
background.
me now?
Oh, we can
Oh,
hear
I
you
can
now.
hear you.
We hear you
Yay.
now. You disappeared on us for a minute. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yay. Okay. Someone
Okay.
tried to call me, and I guess it cancels out your
Oh,
mic.
Yeah.
that was what was happening to me last week. I put mine on airplane mode this week, so I didn't have that happen.
Oh.
Because I had that last week or the week before where I kept like you guys couldn't hear me and then I would pop off anyway. It was a mess.
Yeah, it was the week before, and then mine
Is that
was
when it
last
was?
week.
Yeah.
And now it's your turn, Julie. See?
Yeah, so
We're
Apparently
taking
it is.
turns. We're taking turns
I'm like,
on
everybody
that.
wants to call right now.
Of
Yeah.
course. When else would they call?
They wouldn't call when you're not busy. Come on.
Right. Like the rest of
Come
the
on.
day when I was up, not on the phone, not doing a class. Okay.
Come on. Oh man, I am loving this. Gosh. Like this is so much fun. And it looks like a real girl. It looks like a girl.
I love it.
I'm like, it actually
a
looks like
real
a
girl.
human. Look at that. It looks like a real girl.
I feel like mine. Oh, that looks so cool.
It looks like a real girl.
Ooh.
That's the
looks
first time
really
I've ever
good.
made a real girl.
That's awesome. That
I think
looks
she
so
looks
cool.
amazing.
Take that, high school art teacher.
Right? Suck it.
That's so funny.
I'll go paint my wildlife paintings. I
I
made
would
lots
just
of
like
money
to
doing that
say-
anyway. Take that.
I would like to say that I'm really happy that none of us are holding grudges from when we were in middle school and high school.
Right. Yeah.
I really appreciate how adult we all have become in our
Yeah.
lives.
Hey, this season that we're in, it did say, you guys. So last week I studied that if there's any unresolved things from your past, it's going to come up now. So, and then you got to deal with them. And then it also said you guys would be good in group settings and working as a team. So I feel
there
like
we
it's come
are.
full circle that this has been brought up this evening.
Exactly. We're resolving our shits in a group setting. Deal with it.
Yes. I literally, that's what it said in the stars. So
The stars made
there.
us do it.
The stars made us do it.
I'm not even kidding. It's
No,
in
I'm
there,
not.
people. It's
You
so
think
funny.
I'm kidding? That was totally my Cancer. Am I Leo? I'm not taking responsibility for that. The stars made me do it.
Exactly.
It's all the stars' fault. They did it.
I mean, anytime we can find someone or something else to take the responsibility, I'm good. It was the stars' fault.
It's the stars' fault. I feel like, okay, I have my coffee cup right next to my water, and I keep getting drawn to my coffee cup. It's like
That was me last week. I try to drink my water, and they don't even look the same. Like, for
They
goodness
don't.
sake. Okay,
They don't
so
even
my
look the same at all.
coffee is in a red mug. Like, it's in a Yeti travel mug. Like, how on earth does that look like this? Like,
Right.
a mason jar of water. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm drinking
Mine's-
moonshine or
it keeps going.
something.
It really wants to be in my coffee for some reason. I would
It
drink
wants
it.
me
I'd
to
still
drink
I
it.
don't even care. I'm like, it ain't gonna kill me.
I don't know how to make my water seem not like it's her hair, but maybe it's not meant to. Maybe it just meant to
Yeah.
be like her hair. Like,
Yeah, let it flow all
Yeah.
together.
let it just be what it happens.
Yeah.
Let it flow.
I hate that song.
Let it flow. Just let the water go. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm
That's
just
my superpower. I can make up like songs from lyrics. It drives my kids crazy. They're like, Mom. I'm like, what? It's fun.
They're just jealous.
They are jealous. So much so.
they just don't have your music flair.
Right. I could be a lyricist. Go. I do like this painting.
Oh my gosh, I just love this painting. Like, I don't even know how to tell you how
I'm
much
actually pretty excited with how my girl
I
has turned out.
freaking
I'm like, she's not too
love
bad. She
this
doesn't suck.
painting.
I really like that.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I love that mine doesn't suck too.
Right? I like it that I've put the bar at that level.
I
You guys
know.
are cracking me up.
I'm like, damn. Like, it's
Totally
not
cracking me up.
So I'm hopeful that we're being inspiring to people and not like, hey, let's paint with Mychele. She doesn't completely suck.
Well, let's paint with Mychele. She encourages suckabilities here. She's like, make it suck. It's good. Don't worry about it. It's all
Don't
good.
worry if it sucks. Just have fun with it. Drink
You
some
guys are
wine.
so
It'll all
funny.
be better.
Exactly. I think that's how the paint and sip type of thing started. Drink some wine. Who cares if it sucks? It's okay.
Well, you know that's true, right? Because the more wine you drink, I mean, that's how. Actually, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to go down that road, or I'm going to tell embarrassing stories from college that I really should not be sharing in public. But let's just say alcohol is often responsible for a lot of things looking different than how they might
Yeah.
actually look in real
Yep.
life. And we'll just leave it at there.
We will.
Crack me up.
I am not volunteering any stories because I feel like some
I'm
stories
done.
are coming on, and I'm like,
No, and this is why, if I can just say, this is why I don't drink when I'm painting online, because I would share things that I really have no business sharing with anybody ever. So,
You're so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I
So we'll
tend to get
just-
a bit mouthy too.
no, I cannot imagine that.
Never.
Never.
Never. Oops, shite. In a million years. Oh, I just love this. I just love this. I am being so free. My paintbrush is just going and going. How did this happen? Where did this girl come from? Lord,
Isn't it fun when you can just let go and
like, I don't know where
Yes.
I came from. I don't know where the painting came from. All right. Well, I got my girl, but I don't know what else to do now. Now what do we do? I need some rules now.
you need some rules? Okay, you're good with your girl right now?
I go with my girl.
Okay,
I
so
just don't know
let's
what
look
to do in
at
the background.
doing the background then. So now I thought one or two things could work really well with this. You could continue with the mono color of doing mainly the blues and
Yeah.
do like yours. I would look at maybe a really soft, really light, almost white blue would be really cool. Or you could go totally different and look at her more like a celestial being and maybe paint in like a galaxy type thing. You know, like what Julie had done last week with the cat, where you do the purples and the pinks and the blues to create like a galaxy. I think for mine, I'm going to be looking at doing
I know
a
what
little
just
more of the
happened.
blue.
I
What's
know
that?
what just happened. A galaxy thing just happened,
Yeah.
but it's going to be gold, silver, and a touch of that blue.
Ooh,
And then I'm just going
yeah.
to dab it and let it do its thing.
I like it.
And yeah, maybe some pearly white. Yep, that's what happened. As you were talking, all of a sudden I was like, oh, yeah, no, I see it. I see it. I see it. There it goes. Gosh. Yeah. There. Whoops. So just the same thing as last she taught us. We just brush it on, right? Nice and thick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want my stars to disappear though. I guess they're going to. My hair is going to as well, but I guess it'll come back when I paint it back in. Ah. Oh my goodness. The gardeners are here.
We lost Julie. Did we lose
did
her
we?
on purpose?
We lost Julie
Yeah.
again?
Did we lose her on purpose or?
No,
I don't,
I don't. Oh, well, maybe she's muted.
yeah, I don't know if she
She might have
purposefully.
muted her picture. She might be checking out the.
She's got to check on the axolotl.
Yeah, that guy.
I think
She
that's
might
so
be having
cool.
fun with him. I know. I hope she shares him. She needs to share him in the group so we can all see him.
Right? I know. Do you not just want to like ooh and ah over her axolotl now?
I know.
I do.
She said she was gonna look at maybe her next painting, doing one of him. I was like,
How
oh yes!
fun.
So we'll see. I'm not quoting that, but we were chatting about it, and she's like, "Oh, I want to do a." I'm like, "Do it, do it."
I did that a few months back for one of Gwendolyn's friends. For his birthday, I did a birthday party
And
for
I'm
them
back.
doing axolotls.
We were talking
Take a
about you.
minute.
We were saying that
Yeah,
you
did
have
you
to
hear
share
us?
him in the group, and that I thought that you had mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, maybe doing a painting of him.
Can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you.
I can
You
hear
obviously
you.
didn't hear us.
Oh, you guys are all splotchy. You can hear me? Maybe I'll give it a second. I keep getting calls. This one was the school, so I had to take it. I'm sorry.
Oops, it is.
I'm trying to put the final details on my lady here.
Can you hear us now? Maybe not.
So weird.
Maybe not. Maybe she can't hear us.
She might not be able to. I know when I had that going on, every
Yeah,
time
mine
somebody
went off
called it,
completely.
I had to like go out and come back in because it just was not
Yep.
cooperating.
Ah, mine's making a noise now. Did you hear that?
It did.
I'm like, stop it! Why are you being so noisy?
Painting's
Silly
doing its own
painting.
thing, huh?
Oh, I love your background, Tracy. I love it.
Thank you. I was using your
that's
technique.
cool, Tracy.
I
That's
decided
really
to use
cool.
your technique from last week with this gold, silver, and some of the turquoise. Yeah, so that her hair would still show. And I painted over some of it, but I actually think I kind of like that I painted over some of it because I like that the galaxy thing or whatever this is that's going on here has somehow she's like coming out of it, like, and it's maybe
that's really cool.
you know, part of her in some way. It's part of her in some way.
I really like how we're all just sort of exploring and playing right now, you know, like just trying it out and seeing what's working for us. And
that is the best part.
That was kind of my vision with her to begin with, was that everybody would be able to take it and kind of play around with it and let her emerge the way she needed to for each person.
She's definitely very vocal in doing that. Like, that's for sure. Like, she is definitely there and expressing herself. I love it. My wilder side here. When I put my dreads in next week.
Oh, are you getting dreads?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it myself.
Nice. Oh,
but
nice.
Yeah, I'm weaving and beading into my hair. So yeah. So next week, beautiful. By the time I do it, my hair will be like this, ladies, but in reds and black, not blues.
Oh wow.
my colors of my art studio, red, black, and silver. There she is. I love that. Really love that. I'll put my shell in. Ooh, I'm painting on my hair now too. Ugh. My own hair is getting in the painting. Oh, gosh.
One of my favorite parties was when my oldest daughter was very young. I think she was like 4 years old, maybe 5. We did a messy party at our house, play date, and did all kinds of stuff that was just like, we made a big old mess outside. It was all outside. And the last project we did was painting. And one of the girls, I mean, this child had a mane of hair like you would not believe. And it was all tempera paints. And next thing we know, she has her hair. Because I told them, I was like, use your feet, use your hands, use sticks, you know, get messy, thinking they would finger paint. And she actually tipped her head upside down and dipped her entire mane.
We can hear you now. Can you hear us?
We can hear you. She might not have been able to hear us. I know that was a problem I was having.
Yeah.
So this girl like tipped her head upside down and put her hair, like took it in a ponytail type, put it in the black paint and started painting with her hair and whipping it around. Like we had the canvases hung on the trees, and she's whipping her hair around so that it would hit the canvas, painting like that.
Wow.
And I looked at her mom, I was like, I am so
like
sorry.
That.
Yeah. Her mom was like, no, that's good. I'm glad she's having fun.
Oh goodness, I'm so glad. I would have freaked out. I'm the Taurus mom that would have gone, "What in the earth are you doing?"
What in the world?
But yeah, I'm glad that her mom was like able to
Yeah,
let
her
her
mom just went with
do
it.
it. I would not have been that mom. Oh my gosh, the stupid thing. I'm gonna have to run again. Let's get her. Oh, there she is. Ah, why is it not letting me put her in? What happened? It's not letting me put her in. She's there, so what happened? Add her. All right. Are you there?
I'm
Okay.
here.
It wasn't letting me put you in. I was like,
oh my
what
gosh,
is
these
wrong with
people
this
that
thing?
keep calling me. But I literally just booked a paint party, so
Oh, that's awesome. Woo-woo.
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
the right
It was
phone
when we
calls.
were doing our stuff, I had to answer it.
Yeah, no, you got to do that. That's business. Got to
I'm
do it.
sorry,
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Woohoo.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, okay, all these calls. Next time I'll put it on airplane mode. I'm so sorry.
All right. How's that look? I think that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
I gotta dim
How?
down my lights in the studio somehow.
Hopefully I can
Oh,
get
I know what I was
this
gonna do.
Aquarius sign correct.
So I got
Yes.
some of this glitter paint. Have you guys ever used that?
Yes.
Which kind
I
is
love
that?
that stuff.
I'm holding it up.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna put it in her hair, I think.
That's
yeah.
a great idea.
It's
she
so
definitely
chunky though, you
is
just
like
have to dip it out of
wanting
the
glitter and stuff. Like I was feeling the same way with her. She was all like, "Give me the glitter, give me the glitz." That's why we ended up with gold and silver going in here. I was like, man, she's demanding.
She's demanding. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love the glitter.
Okay, I think I did it justice. If I didn't, if Aquarius is your star sign and I botched up your star sign, I apologize. I am freehanding it, so
Oh, I
What
think
are you
she
guys
looks
doing? Are you
amazing.
doing
I
the-
love your shell that you
Like-
did.
be nice. I'm freehanding this.
What are you doing? Whose shell?
I was freehanding my
Ooh, I like
Tracy's.
it.
I love Tracy's
Aquarius
shell.
side.
I want
I
to see
had
yours
mine going
closer,
on, but
Tracy.
then I painted over her by accident.
Oh, hang on. What happened here? I don't know. There. I'm done. I'm done.
Let's see. Let's see. Hold it.
Okay, hang
Oh,
on.
I love it.
Wait, there we are. Look at
Yes,
it. I'm
girl.
done.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I love.
I finally finished the
Looks
painting,
amazing.
y'all.
That is.
I finally finished the painting, y'all.
I am so proud of you.
I'm
It
so proud
looks
of
great.
myself.
I love it. I love your background.
Michelle, hold yours up. Let's get a picture quick.
Okay.
All right.
I'll adjust my camera.
I like this in the middle. Oh, look at those eyes. Man, 1, 2, 3. Yay. Whoops. No, that was the volume, not the screenshot. Oh, hang on. Sheesh. I tell you. All right, I got the screenshot.
I love
I
it.
did it.
And mine's got some
Alright.
crazy eyes.
Oh my gosh. Your shells, both of them look so
Oh,
good.
I love the eyes. Hold that up again. I want another screenshot of those eyes. Man, look at those eyes. Let's see. Oops, I have to hold mine sideways again. There.
She's
Yeah,
got,
Julie,
she's got the
yours
brows
looks-
going on too. I might have to.
Oh
fade
yeah,
that
she's
back a little.
amazing.
Yeah, look at that. That
No,
is
she looks
super
very
cool.
ethereal.
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah,
I love
she
it.
really does.
All right. So,
Cool. I love it, guys.
guess what time
I
it
love
is?
how they all have their own personalities going on.
Guess
It's kid
what
time.
time
I
it
know.
is?
My kids are like, hey. I'm
I'm
hungry.
gonna
I'm like,
pull.
just wait a minute. Just wait one moment.
Is it time for us to say
I'm
adieu?
gonna pull a
Adios.
star card for y'all.
Oh, yes.
This is from my deck called the Star Tarot.
Okay.
It is beautiful by Kathy McClelland. And I am going to pull a star card. I am not going to have time probably to go in depth on it because I've got to run and go and get kids, but
You can put it on the page later.
I will. Goodness me.
When I went live yesterday, I was like cutting all the wood in the garage. It's like, I just got to tell them how excited I am. I
All
looked
right.
a hot mess, though. I was a hot mess.
Oh no, we love it. Okay, so could we have a card for the collective? Whoops. Something, a message from spirits to all who watch this. Whoops, there it goes. That was the card. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Did it fly out?
Ooh, 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 ooh. I love it. Look at this, ladies. If this isn't Aquarius energy, I don't know what is. It's water energy. All right. There it is. Whoops. Hang on. Try to get
Oh,
try to
wow.
get it in there. It is 9 of Cups. Why is it
That
not going in
is-
the image? Oh, there. 9 of Cups. Look at her with her lotuses and the magic she is pouring into that water. And that 9 of Cups abundance energy. Like, this is just a beautiful, beautiful card. One of my favorites. Abundance. Everything is and absolute water. 9 of Cups. Oh, so pretty. So I will come back because if I don't leave now, my kids are not getting picked up from school and I'm going to get phone calls from the school. But I will come back and channel. I don't want to try and even start channeling because then I'm just going to go. So I'm just going to cut them off and they can hold their little message and they can bring it back when we come back to this. So
All
that
right.
is, yeah. So I'm going to let you ladies sit with my painting again. I'm going to take it with me. This time I will not log in. So you will not get feedback and all sorts of weird stuff happening like last time. But I will be able to hear you all. And if I comment, it'll be written only. But
Okay.
I'm going to switch the mic.
Julie, can you still hear me?
I can. I was wondering. I was like, uh-oh.
I can hear you. You
All
can
right,
hear
you
me.
guys should be able to
Oh,
hear
we
each
can
other.
hear-
It shouldn't affect anything
Perfect.
when I switch the mic off. And I will come back and close
She's reading
circle.
our minds.
Yeah, I'll come
Right.
back and close circle again for everybody at the end when it's all done. So
Perfect.
I will do it the same way I did it last week. But yeah, you'll all be able to see everything that's on my desk and I'll be able to log everything off, but I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Perfect.
ladies. Bye,
Bye,
everybody. And I'll
Tracy,
see
this was
everyone
fun.
once I get the kids. Have fun. I can't wait to see your guys is finished.
Totally understand.
Me too. Always my favorite is to see them done.
I know, me too. I love them when they're all finished. Okay, I'm gonna go get my paint markers because I want to do her eyelashes
Ooh,
with
that's a
a
good
thinner
idea.
brush. I'll be right back.
I'm just here. I decided to go ahead and change the color of her dress a little bit.
What's that?
So I decided to go ahead and change the color of her dress a little bit. I wasn't liking that dark, dark blue. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but it's done. I had that moment where I was thinking, I was like, darn, I wish I had that undo arrow.
Yeah,
on
like
my
Photoshop.
art.
That's my problem. I work in that all day. So to do something like this where you can't undo it, I'm just like,
Right.
"Oh, that's fine." I kind of enjoy that. I'm like, well, now we're stuck with this.
Yep. That's kind of my thought. I'm like, all right, well, what do we do now then?
Do you ever use the Posca pens?
I do. I love them. Now, I don't have any of the colored ones. I only have black and white.
Oh my gosh, they
Really?
just had a sale, 50% off
No,
Amazon.
stop.
Next time I will tell you.
Definitely do.
I get the like fine point ones. I don't know if you can see it. Like these, I have the black and
Let's
white,
see.
which I use a lot when I do
Oh,
all
those
my
are
door
nice
hangers.
because I think I only have like the thicker one. This is what,
And I like those,
yeah.
but these are like really cool to make like the pointy stuff, you know?
Okay. I need to check into those for sure.
Yes. But then
Now,
I
I
just got the
do.
ones like you have, but they're really fine tip brushes. And they were 50% off. So I scored them for $20 for a whole set.
Wow, that is
I know.
amazing.
Someone online told me they were on sale and I just went and bought them. I was like, oh my God. So I feel
I love
real
it when
lucky.
that happens.
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm trying to see what she needs here. I don't know if I'm completely happy with her eyes, but they're probably end up staying how they are.
Whoops. Oh,
I feel like they're almost too much, but that could just be me.
I think they go well with creating this image of this like ethereal goddess type energy. Like they are a lot, you know, the energy of them is a lot, but it kind of works.
Yeah. But she doesn't have her eyelashes in. Maybe once I get her eyelashes in, it'll help. Oh yeah, I think that's much better. Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Yep.
If I could get it in the camera correctly.
That makes all the difference.
I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah. I love the glitter on there too, Julie. That really pops.
Thank you. I really do. I was just like, you know what? She feels like a glitter lady to me. See, I'm starting to add some mixed media stuff in here.
I know I'm rubbing off on y'all.
It would be cool. You could put some like what do they call them? Crushed seashells or something would be really neat.
This would be a cool one to do, like a resin piece.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that would be way cool.
Wouldn't that be neat?
That would be cool.
So I thought I had grabbed my Stabilo brown pencil and I was so excited, but I actually grabbed the purple and I was I had that moment of, oh shoot. And then I looked and I was like, actually that kind of is working for me. We're gonna go with it a little bit. Why not? Going back to that idea of we can just play a little bit and see what it does.
Yeah. Little happy little accident stuff. Oh yeah. She's coming together. I was like, she needs something. I figured it out.
Isn't that fun? One of the things I love about art is just that whole problem solving type aspect of it, where I think that gets overlooked sometimes with art, is that we constantly, as we're creating, are always thinking, okay, what next? What can I do? How can I push this, or what does it need? Or we're like,
oh my God, this is exactly what it needed, and I'm freaking out. I'm loving it.
Oh, look at her, Julie. Wow. Yes, 100 times yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing.
I'm like, oh my God, that's what it needed.
All right, so these are the ones that I have, the Arteza
Oh,
acrylic
okay. Let me
markers.
see.
So I'm going to pull mine out. Oh, here.
Oh,
Can you see
yeah.
that?
Yep.
So I haven't used them a whole lot. And
Yeah, pull them out and see what you
what
can.
better place to do that than on a
Yeah.
painting I'm in the middle of, right?
Yes. I agree. I totally agree.
I mean, when else would you try them?
We're just winging it here tonight. So,
Or should, you know, que sera, sera. Let's see what happens.
exactly. I'm glad I did mine. I was like, nah, maybe I'll just leave it. And then I'm like, nah, I want to try something. And then I'm like, oh my God, that was it. See, people, don't be scared. If anybody's doing this at home, just try something. What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it? Okay, move on, you know?
Well, and to that point, I mean, just take a look at Julie's painting. She shared at the very beginning that she had painted her canvas silver over another painting, right?
Yes,
Didn't you say that that
I
was
did.
another painting and you
I
just...
had a pink flamingo on here, and I had a can of spray paint, and I was like, I'm just going to use it because I was teaching a flamingo class, and I only paint a little bit. I don't teach the whole painting in my class on a canvas. I'm more of a hands-on teacher, so I'll go around and help everybody.
Yeah,
So I just do a few brush strokes. So it just ends up I have a lot of canvases laying around that don't get used, that like are half used. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. And I'm not a big waster of materials, so I'm just repurposing it today, and look what it turned into. My beautiful lady. I do love seeing how we all interpret stuff different. I think it's so cool.
I love that too, and I think it's great for the people that join us because inevitably one of ours will speak to somebody,
Exactly.
The way I do it, somebody might go,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say the way I do it, somebody might be like, yes, I love that. The way you do it, they might be like, that's what I'm talking about,
Right.
So I feel like we
words
really
of affirmation on here. Like
absolutely.
I was like, man, I could do some like words on here. I don't know. Anything you want. That's the fun thing about these classes is like, just do it. Yeah, I'm so glad I grabbed that pen.
Oh, okay. So this is kind of cool. I wasn't expecting this. I put this silver paint marker on her necklace here to bring a little silver. But I had forgotten that the watercolor pencil I used, thinking it was my Stabilo, but it was a watercolor pencil. Of course, the paint triggered the watercolor aspect of the pencil.
Ooh.
So I've got this silver with some purple mixed in there, just sort of floating in there. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Not expecting that. I like that.
Nice.
So yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to play around a little bit. And even if it doesn't turn out, even if the happy little accident is not so happy, which sometimes will happen when you're playing, that's okay too, because that you can look at that and go, okay, well, I learned something. I won't do that again.
And then
that is actually good too.
Yeah. This might be one of my favorite paintings, though. I can't even believe it's like I keep adding to it, but it's turning into something. I'm just like, oh.
I love hearing that. I think it's fun sometimes when we can just play a little bit with our paintings where we're not wedded to how they're going to look in the end, or, it's not necessarily a complete step-by-step. We're able to kind of add our own bit of self to it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I guess we can always do that, but I think sometimes like, no, I've got to get it exact, it's got to be a certain
Yeah.
way.
Well, you know what I love about this is I'm always doing paintings or the wood cutouts for everybody else, which is fine. I love it. Not that I love it. I love it. But it's very rare that I sit down and do something for myself that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is yeah, like everybody said, I look forward to our Thursdays because I'm just like, yeah, I get to sit down and do a painting that's completely for me. Let's paint. Let's do it.
Right? It's my time.
It is my time.
So I am, just for fun, I don't know if you have these, the Jelly Roll gel markers from Sakura. I don't know if
Oh,
you've
I
ever seen
don't.
these. So
Uh-uh.
they have different types, and this is their Stardust one. I'm not
Ooh.
sure how well it can be seen, but it's got like this star with the, swish on it. They're called
Okay.
Stardust.
Yeah.
And they are super, super glittery. So I'll see. I've got it like on the
Oh.
shell. Do you see that silver? I'm not sure how well it
Yes.
shows.
I see it.
Um,
I see it.
but in person, it's like this super fine, really, really shimmer glittery look, and they're really neat. Yeah, it kind of showed up on the film, it looks like, but not 100%. Anyway, in person, it is amazing. So I'm putting it like on her eyebrows, and
Yeah,
I'm
for
using that
sure.
as little accents inside her eyes, on her lips, just to add some line work.
Yeah, I love that. I love those. I have to check those out. I always like getting new utensils. I call them utensils. I always like
I
getting
love it.
new stuff in the studio. So
Yeah, these are really, really fun, and they come in a variety of color, but this one is like this white silver color. I don't see an actual name on it, but it's this white silver. I've got a bunch of them, but this is the one that I use a lot. I've probably bought this specific one over a dozen times over the
yeah,
years. I
it's your
mean, I just
fave.
love it.
That's
Yeah, it's
awesome.
pretty awesome.
I'm thinking my lady's done. Yeah,
I'm thinking
I
I'm
think
right there
she's
with
done.
you. I might add a few little
It's like she looks weird when I hold her
extras,
up, but
but
she looks completely awesome when it's on my page. So
yeah, no, she looks amazing. Yeah, I don't think she looks weird at all. I
you
think
see
she
the
looks
yeah, the
absolutely
glitter turned out
amazing.
cool.
And I love how you did your shell too. Your shell looks so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, the glitter is incredible.
Yeah.
I see it even more now. I like how you have like some zigzags in your hair also for her.
Yeah, I
I
like
think
that.
that's
That's what
really
I really liked
cool.
about the marker. I was like, what? Do that.
And I'm gonna just real quick while we're still on, I can be done and do the rest of it later. But for fun, I just wanted to share. This is total like out there mixed media, so I hope you all will appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a wax seal on mine because I
Oh
just
yeah,
had this
do that.
idea last night that it would be really fun. So I would love to know, anybody watching, Julie, I'd love your take on it. What color
Okay.
should I do with it? I'm looking, I've got like a light, medium, or deeper blue, or a silver.
I do silver.
You think the silver? I
I
think
think
so
so.
too. I initially was thinking blue, and then I thought, no, I think the silver would be neat. If you've never, have you done this before, Julie, with
I
the
have done
wax
wax
seals?
seal, so I do
Okay.
wedding stationery also. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
first business. I designed offbeat wedding stationery, and
That's
I did a
amazing.
lot of wax seals for brides. Yeah, I do a
All
lot of
right.
offbeat stuff. So
So for Julie, this is no big deal, but for me, it was really cool. I got this the other day. My husband got me this for our anniversary
that's
because it
cool.
was something I had on my wish list, that I wanted to get to play with for my mixed media pages. I was like, oh, this would be cool to add this onto a page.
Yeah, how fun. I think that's
So
awesome. That'd be
I just,
really cool. Like, and you could get the different presses for it. So like flowers or, oh my God, that
yeah.
would be just so cool.
Yeah, the ones
Nice.
he got me are these really cool Celtic ones.
Ooh,
But I've seen like zodiac ones and moon and stars and flowers and
I like that.
that. Do you have any recommendations for waxes for this? I just bought a thing of colored wax off Amazon. So I don't know
No,
if
when
it
I lived
was,
in Dallas, Texas, they had a lot of places that you could go locally and grab them. But I once I got divorced, moved back to my hometown. It's a very small Midwest place. They don't have any, so I don't know about online because I haven't searched for a while for them.
all right.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. I just grabbed some from Amazon. If there was something better, I wanted to definitely make sure I knew about it. But
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that what I got is awesome and just
Yep.
go with
Do
that.
that. When in doubt, you're awesome. When in doubt. I'm just adding lines to the side of my canvas. I got to adjust my lighting in here. That's one of the things I need to do with you guys after is like Tracy feels like she needs to do her camera. I need to run my lighting past you guys, make sure it's looking good because it's like I'm in the studio, so it's bright. I've got the 3 lights above me off so it doesn't wash everything out, and then I still feel like it's a little washed. So
I'm having some challenges too with the lighting with the StreamYard. And my lighting is what I use when I do my lives on Facebook. But for
yeah.
StreamYard, for some reason, it is just different. I don't know,
Oh, huh.
so I've
Yeah.
been thinking the same with mine that I really need to play with it. I wonder if
Because I look
everybody needs
like
to know that.
glowing white. I'm ethereal white today, guys. Ethereal, or however you want to say it.
Oh, that's because you're a goddess. Look at that.
Right?
Own it, girl.
God. Okay. My painting's officially done. I'm like, painted the sides. I really love her. She kind of reminds me, this is going to show my age. That's okay. You remember Gem, Gem, and it was like a cartoon back in the day?
Yes.
Gem and the Rock Stars.
She's truly outrageous.
Yeah. So doesn't this remind you of the one girl?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
The evil one or the bad girl one?
Yep. The
It's so
eyes.
funny.
She's got
So
the
I
eyes.
painted that today, people.
You painted the evil girl from Gem. I think yours looks amazing, honestly, Julie.
Oh, thank you.
I especially love her eyes. I think that
doing that. Thank
they
you.
look really like they're glowing, which I think is absolutely perfect for this specific design and the idea that she's an ethereal being anyway. She's living in the stars.
Yeah, I agree.
So mine is mostly done. I'm pretty happy with her.
I like her.
Pretty happy with how she turned out. Of course, I look at you and Tracy's. I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done that. But I'm like, no. Enjoy
Not
yours. Just, because I do that all the time. I like look over and I'm like, oh, I didn't think to do that. That's
right.
amazing.
Well, yeah, and then you add it to your next one, and it's all
Exactly. And that's what I'm reminding myself. I'm like, no, they're all good. They're all good. They're just good in their own ways. And I love that.
Like they're all different. Look at Tracy.
Yes.
Hers is so awesome. I love her background.
Oh my gosh.
With the colors that are different.
Isn't that
blue.
cool?
I'm like, wow, that made pop it out.
I love how she did her background on hers. I think that is just really, really amazing.
But we can all teach each other something. Like I'm learning stuff each week. Like I know she did the galaxy background on there, the technique, that I taught last week. And look how cool it turned out. And then you're teaching, this real flowy style and some other stuff. So it's like we all take something from each other. I think that's what's
absolutely awesome. That's what I love about our time together, the weeks that we do here, is that, we all bring a little bit of ourselves in.
Yeah.
2-hour paintings, and we share that with each other. And I want to paint like me. I don't want to paint like Tracy or like
Yeah.
you. But I look at yours and go, oh, that's really cool. And exactly like you said, not that I think mine, I love how mine turned out
Yeah,
also.
I
I'm
do
like,
too.
yeah, I love mine. And I love like the background of Tracy's, and I
Yeah.
love the hair and the eyes of yours. And I like how Tracy used the different blues in her top, like was part of the hair and everything. It all just sort of melts together into this almost
Yes.
smoky type of vision. And I'm like, okay, well, that's something that I can store in my brain for the
Right.
next time I do something, you know? So it's kind of cool that we all get to play
Yeah.
off of each other. And
I
like I
know
said
we can add it
earlier,
to our arsenal, but we all have our own personal
absolutely.
style, so it's awesome. I want to
Exactly.
add wax somewhere on mine now. Like I'm like,
Right?
oh, I have my kit in the back room. I should do
I
that.
know. I did that for anybody. If you didn't see it, I added the little
I love it.
wax just for fun, because I thought, well, what would happen if I did that? You
Yeah.
know, am I going to do that on everything I do? Probably not, but sometimes it's kind of
I know, and you
cool.
don't even have to do the seal. You could like go get like
Yeah.
the metal chicken wire and do like,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
a
Oh my
technique.
gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Like
think of that, where you melt the wax and just push down. Like I've got the
start playing with
punchella
textures.
here.
Yes. Yes.
You could just push that. That's a great idea.
I think that's
I
so
love
cool.
that.
I do
And this
too.
is
I'm like,
why
man,
I
see, you're
like to
bringing a
tell
whole new
people.
era into my art, because I'm like, okay, how can I add some stuff to this to make it even more 3D? Because I do the wood on top of the canvas, like I showed you guys last week, but now I'm like, well, what else can we add in there to make it even cooler?
Well, maybe I need to, for my next one next month, maybe I need to bring in some modeling paste to play with.
Oh,
If
let me
I don't know if
know.
you
I
guys
need
have
to
done
grab
modeling
some.
paste
That's one
before.
thing I don't have.
Maybe I'll bring some of that in. That's optional. So, you know, for anybody listening, if you're like, I don't know what modeling paste is. They're talking about wax. What the heck? I thought I was just going to paint a pretty picture. You are. You can just use paint for what we're doing. You don't have to like go overboard like we are. But for anybody who's feeling adventurous, they're like what Julie's saying is, hey, this is kind of cool. I can add a little extra. We got you covered for that too. So don't freak out. With that in mind, modeling paste is awesome. And I might go ahead and add some elements of that into my next
get
design.
that at like Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's.
Yeah, where's mine? I've got mine sitting here I don't know.
I've seen it on the shelves. I think it's in the fine art section of Hobby Lobby, not the craft art section.
Yeah, and it's not, it's one of those items that's just a little more expensive than, it's not a craft item, so you're going to pay a little more because it's in the fine art section. But I'll tell you, it lasts you forever. Like you just don't. Generally, for what we're doing, the sizes we're doing, we're not going to be using it a lot. But it looks really cool. Like if you're doing angel wings or wings in general, to do that, it can look really cool to give this really nice textured look to what we're doing. So
sorry, my kid's asking me a question.
Well, you guys have
He's
an
like over
axolotl.
there. I'm trying to like listen to both of you. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes.
We'll wrap it up because I know it's hard when we've got the kids nearby, and he's probably so excited. Is he the one that got the axolotl?
I'm like, okay, give me 5 minutes.
Yeah. Mine came in earlier, but there were 3 of us on, so I was able to mute and talk to her while you guys were doing, and nobody knew because we had it focused on our painting. So I was like, okay, let me mute my mic, and what do you need, honey? Because she's like, I'm sorry, I know you're on the live. I'm like, that's okay. Nobody can hear you right now.
I know. He's sitting over there going. I was like,
yes. Well, I think we're probably done anyway. I feel like we have come to a good point. I saw a hand in Tracy's thing, so
I made it back.
Well, I'm going to pop off. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you. This has been fantastic.
Get my child with his axolotl.
Oh my gosh, so amazing.
Teaching.
We'll see y'all next week.
Lots of love from Illinois.
Love.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.